Hello, it is Carolyn Tiger here with your 5-minute fix. And I want to thank the members of my Facebook group, Clear Connected Confident, for chiming in with me today and telling me what topics that they wanted to hear about. And I decided to do one over there and one over here, so it's bonus, 2 5-minute fixes today. Yay! So today in this group, we're going to be talking about what to do when those pesky little feelings of anxiety and depression start sneaking in when you thought you were doing so good. You were clear up here, everything was going good, you felt like you'd cleared out a bunch of garbage and you were finally on the path, and then all of a sudden you have one of these days. So, little itchy nose. So what causes that? Well, I have a few theories, but first of all I want to talk about anxiety. Anxiety is kind of a catch-all for a lot of things that come crashing down on us. And I have a few clients who have anxiety, and they just, it's like can't breathe anxiety, don't know what to do, can't handle it. And the interesting thing is it's not just anxiety, it's something specific. There is a root down there, and I want to say like 95% of the time it is an unfounded fear. So sometimes it's a generational fear that's passed down, sometimes it's their own personal fear based on experience, whatever that be, but almost always it boils down to it's a fear. So it's yes, it gets labeled as anxiety, but that's because this is anxiety, and when we dig down, clear down here, it's a fear of whatever that is. And so keep that in mind when you think about anxiety. Depression is a similar thing. It could be fear, it could be anger, it could be one of your core emotional needs, like the need to feel important, the need to be loved, one of those main core things that causes the depression. So with that in mind, let's talk about what kicks us into those feelings, those emotions, when we think we're doing so good. So when you have worked so hard and you have done all these things to clear out your energy and get yourself on this path, this nice, clear, beautiful path, whether it be through energy work with me, whether you've been doing your journaling or other modalities to help you clear that path and get moving forward where you really want to be going, and you're going down the path and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm finally free of all this garbage and things are going well. And yeah, there are little bumps. I mean, nothing is perfect. There's always a bump in the road, but these are bumps I can handle. And then all of a sudden one day you wake up and you're like, oh, I can't handle this anymore. I'm either anxious or depressed. I'm so worried about everything. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just all freaked out. Or, oh my gosh, I just can't do this anymore. It's just too hard. What was I thinking? Those little doubts or fears come pounding in. Well, there's a couple reasons this could happen. One, you could have let your guard down and someone came along, one of those little energy vampires came along and threw in some bad nuggets, and you took them in and embraced them, okay? So you had an experience with someone, they said, you're really doing that? And you thought, oh wow, I really am. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. So you let that negativity come in. Another one is that our energy is amazing. I describe it like Jenga. So the game Jenga with all the little blocks back and forth all around, and you pull one out here and then it loosens one here and then it loosens one here and then one down here. That is how our energy works. So when you've been working, you have built this tower over years and years and years, and some of it's yours, some of it's generational, whatever that be, but it's this big old tower of knots and garbage in your energy, and you got to pull it out and get it gone. And as you do that, you pull a few out and all of a sudden it feels good and you've got all these air holes and it feels fabulous. But what happens is there's been a shift and it starts to feel comfortable and it feels great, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, there's a kink over here. I never knew about this kink over here, and so there's something that's ready to come out. So the best thing you can do when you start having those days is say, okay, did something happen that triggered something? Did I let in some negativity that I shouldn't have, and can I just recognize that and let it go? Or am I not aware of anything that happened, and maybe this is just an energetic shift and now it's time to let something else go so I can make it to the next level? So just ask yourself, just in your mind, okay, did something happen, or is this just the next step? And then you can move forward and find out. The faster you can learn to do that and recognize, like if you can wake up in the morning and be like, okay, I'm off today. Why am I off today? Rather than just, by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, man, I've been really off today. But if you can recognize it when you first get up, you can nip that in the bud, clear it out, and move it on so fast. And you will just start climbing up that happy, energetic ladder so quickly. So the sooner you recognize it, the happier you're going to be because you can get rid of it. Okay? So look and see, okay, was it something that triggered me? And it could be a trigger. Someone could say something that triggers something that's now ready to let go. Or was it that I just let in some garbage that I knew I shouldn't, but I let it in because I had a weak moment? And then decide, okay, yep, that was just something I let in. Goodbye, I know better, here's the real truth. Or is this something I need to work through? Do I need to recognize that, oh, the real root of this anxiety is that I'm afraid if I do succeed, I won't have any more friends. Oh, that is what's really going on there. Okay, so I can journal about that, I can go get some help, I can do whatever needs to be done to clear that out. Recognizing it's a great step so that I can move past it and rise to the next level. As soon as you start to recognize that this is anxiety, depression, frustration, that down mode is really just a trigger for you to say, oh, okay, what happened? What do I need to get rid of? Then, whew, up the tower you go, quickly. Okay, hopefully all that made sense. I know I'm talking really fast because I've tried to keep it in 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure I haven't. So if you have any questions, let me know and I will do another one on Monday. You can just type in the comments or send me a message and say, that didn't make any sense, could you clarify this? Or could you go elaborate a little further on that, on how do I get rid of this block or whatever. So remember, getting to the root, number one, that's what's going to help you. And remember, it's not depression, it's not anxiety, it's something else. You've got to figure out what the root is. And recognizing that right away is what's going to save you. All right, bye-bye everyone. Have a fabulous day.